What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video, and always be sure to hit that little bell to turn post notifications on. So in today's video, as you can see, I am in Clash Royale. Now, I have yet to post one video on Clash Royale. This is going to be my first one, and I'm all like, why not make a video on Clash Royale? Because I got back into it recently, and I pushed up to 4,555 trophies, and yeah. I'm completely free to play, that's why I'm level 9. But I'd say I'm a pretty good player. Now, in today's video, I will be telling you guys some of the counters to some of the best cards in the meta right now. So, in my opinion, some of the best cards in the meta right now are Mega Knight and the Skeleton Dragons. Skeleton Dragons, because they're kind of just good in general. Let me put the volume down. They're kind of just good in general. Although they don't have many hit points, their damage is really great, and the way you can split them is just a super good. It could be fireball bait. It could be somebody could even use it as a win condition. But yeah, Skeleton Dragons are a pretty good card right now, and Mega Knight too. In these trophy ranges that I'm in right now, if you guys are also in these trophy ranges, you're probably going to need to worry about Mega Knight unless you have Mega Knight already. Now, the Mega Knight is a very tanky, relatively high damage dealing splash card. So, like, all around, it's a good card. And, yeah, so the Mega Knight has splash damage as it's got a lot of health. Good damage, and probably the only good, really good counter to the Mega Knight would be P.E.K.K.A. because of P.E.K.K.A.'s super high health and super high damage. The Mega Knight's got more health than the P.E.K.K.A., but P.E.K.K.A. does more damage. So if you put them like right in front of each other, P.E.K.K.A. is most likely going to win, unless the Mega Knight is like max level and the P.E.K.K.A. isn't. But this is a deck that I currently like using. I just kind of invented it today. You guys can try it out if you want. It's a Lumberloon Mega Knight deck. I don't know what to call it. I had been using this deck previously with Skeleton Dragons, Royal Delivery, and Mega Knight, and Lumberjack and stuff. This deck is also a relatively good deck. If you guys want to try these out, feel free. This is a deck that I actually got off of a player that destroyed me, and I just wanted to try out his deck. And this is just a deck that I invented with Balloon. Oh, and this deck, you guys, this deck is an extremely overpowered deck if you have the cards at the level that they are supposed to be at. Now, this deck is really good under-leveled and really good just in general all around. It's got great defense and some great offense. And it's pretty cheap. But this deck here is the best thing in my opinion. So, ways to counter the Mega Knight. What you want to do to counter the Mega Knight, just like all around, is you want a card with high DPS and high health. Because, like, look at the Mega Knight stats. 3,300 hit points at level 9, which is basically level 1. Does pretty good damage for jump damage and the spawn damage. It's a pretty great card overall. If you don't have any Mega Knight counters, you're going to need to use a lot of elixir to defend against it. So overall, what you need to defend against a P.E.K.K.A., a Mega Knight, is something with high DPS and high health. Something that won't die immediately. Now, some good Mega Knight counters could be Mini P.E.K.K.A. because of its crazy damage and okay hit points. Another one could be Lumberjack because of his hit points, but because of how fast his hit rate is, because he shoots really fast. Now, another counter would be P.E.K.K.A. Exact same thing. Another counter would also be something flying, such as a Minion Horde, or like a very, like, Skarmy, but you can't use Skarmy to defend against a Mega Knight. So you might be thinking, oh, if I can defend against a P.E.K.K.A. with a Skarmy, I should be able to defend against a Mega Knight because they're somewhat similar. That is exactly wrong because of the Mega Knight splash damage. So you always want to be careful with the splash damage. If you know your opponent has Mega Knight, you probably don't want to be grouping up all your cards in one spot. You want to try and make them have their distance. Just keep them at a good place instead of all just bunched up in one. Because if they spawn the Mega Knight, it's just going to destroy everything in 1 second. Alright, so those are the main counters for the Mega Knight. Now, main counters for the Skeleton Dragons, one of the most overpowered cards in the game right now. You basically... Okay, so Fireball is a super good counter to Skeleton Dragons. So is a Baby Dragon, unless the Skeleton Dragons have support. Electro Dragon should do fine. But if you have Inferno Dragon and you think that the Inferno Dragon is the best dragon, blah, 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 the Inferno Dragon is definitely not the way to go with the Skeleton Dragons. Because of the high DPS that the Skeleton Dragons have. And, like, the Inferno Dragon is a single target hitter. And the Skeleton Dragons will be hitting the Inferno Dragon while it's just barely taking out the Skeleton Dragons. Alright, so that's a good counter for Skeleton Dragons. Now, another good counter for Skeleton Dragons, or not a counter, but a good way to defeat them, would be to use something as a distraction, like a tank, a P.E.K.K.A, or a Golem. Because you just need to get them in your Princess Tower's range, and they'll do their thing to take them out. Alright. So those are some of the best counters to Mega Knight and the the Skeleton Dragons. So I'm going to go ahead and get into 2v2 battle with this deck. You guys can use it if you want. It's a pretty cool deck in my opinion. I enjoy using it a lot. And it's interesting the way you can do things. Alright, so we have a great starting hand. My opponent's got Mega Knight. He's going to put a Baby Dragon in the back. And just as a distraction, I'm going to put my Miner. Okay, which... I'm going to smack my Mega Knight on there. Okay, he's got Wizard. Okay, that was really well played by them. But look at me on the left side. Basically, tower trade there. I think we're going to take out the tower. I'm going to throw the Mega Knight right here just to apply pressure along with bats. And just, this deck is crazy in 2v2 and also on ladder. Okay, I'm just going to arrows all that to get rid of the bats. That was a pretty useless clone. That was also a very useless clone. And we're not going to mind the Barbarian. Now, I just need to charge up my Elixir. And the next push that I'm probably going to do is Lumberloon. Just going to go ahead and emote. Okay. Alright, he's going to drop a Musketeer. We don't really need to worry about that. Because we're, like, completely in the lead with damage. He just activated King Tower. Okay, so I'm guessing he can worry about that, and I'm just going to rush with my Balloon and Lumberjack. Those bats will take that out just fine. Never mind. We'll give them one tower. This is basically GG if they don't defend against this wall. Ah, so close. I'm just going to drop my Magic Archer to take care of the Skarmy. Easy. Okay, Princess, Mini P.E.K.K.A, why not? These people, what the heck? Okay, double Mega Knight. Let's see how this goes. Double Mega Knight. Okay, Musketeer, I'm going to use bats. Take out the Musketeer. Come on, double hop. Oh, dang it, I thought that was a dead tower. We're so close, you guys. That was not very good of a clone. Okay, Princess. And it arrows all that. Night Witch, we really don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to go for the 2 count, I'm going to go for the 3 count. So let's smack a Lumberjack and Balloon. Since the Lumberjack isn't targeting, we just go with Miner. And and that's a good game. Yeah, so as you can see, if you have a good partner in 2v2s, this deck is definitely the way to go. Alright. That's going to be it. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video. And always be sure to hit that little bell to turn post notifications on. So, yeah. If you guys want to take some decks, you guys can use these decks. They're really great. They're some good decks. Like, in general, they're good decks. They're not super expensive. And most of the times you have answers to many pushes that your opponent may do. So, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to comment down below any other video suggestions you have. And, yeah, bye.